Hello, welcome back to the Exosphere video number 2. I'm Chris DeChico. In this video we will start talking about After the Darkness, and then we'll get to the first part of the lesson. I have been asking myself this pretty regularly now, and I've read a few things that I kind of wonder if all artists are crazy, or if all artists end up crazy. Yeah. I'd say 50%. The artists that I come in contact with, sometimes I believe they either try to I've had a few that try to scare me, but you just, at least in my case, I've tried to be or desensitize myself from that ploy. The Yeah, so I believe it would be 50-50. The other 50% would probably be artists that become teachers, and this is what I'm trying to do, so I could become part of the other 50%. But yeah, it's just very yeah, it's just very it's very level. The scale of it's just I've some of my heroes, some of the, like, the masters, impressionists, uh, are or ended up somewhat crazy. The artist goes through a point in their time where the paint dries, I think, and when that happens, you have to still be creative, so you can try your hand at music, and if you like the genres of the different musics, then that's a perfectly artistic option. But I'm finding myself being drawn back to painting. I had fine arts in college, and I was just never good at incorporating stuff into this stuff, and I've wrestled with that, not being able to do it. But it's like, well, maybe I'm a painter. Maybe that's what I could draw. I've been dabbling with the computer. I think this is a piece of art. Uh, Video is a piece of art. Writing, you can artistically write what goes on in here. Uh, uh, and you can come up with some pretty amazing things. But I I tried to do a lot of different things. I love painting. I love working with watercolor, acrylic. I had a time where I painted with oil paints, but I didn't enjoy the you have to mix certain things, and I don't, I'm not very good with math, and it was kind of messy and somewhat toxic. But yeah, it with music though is like I started doing music by myself, and then I'd branch out and I'd have a few friends, and then I would record with them to a certain point, and then I would recorded with some family members, and I was just like, hey, um, why not combine the two? Why not try to build a bridge between them in uh, musical artistry? Um, and yeah, it's an interesting kind of side note if you're an artist to try other avenues, and collaboration with others is very, very hard because you have your ideas, where you want to take the piece of music or writing for that matter, um, and then they have their own ideas and their own way of playing, and sometimes it doesn't work. But I came back to this, and yeah, I came back. And we'll see. Or I'll tell you more and more about the more of my background. But okay, your piece of paper. Remember the horizontal or vertical. Uh, so you have your piece of paper, I hope, and take your Sharpie, draw a circle or an oval, freehand, please. Those cups, rolls of tape, put them back in your art box, cabinet, or just put them in the other room. No, not out the window. Close the lid, shut the door, lock it if there's a lock, and great. So, yeah, you should have a circle like this. This is my script. This is what I'm trying to work from. Now, this is the beginnings of your exosphere. Now, you can go on the internet and search Exosphere, and it will. You could go to I use Wikipedia. They have a Wikipedia page, but it's something about uh, the outer atmosphere of the Earth, and we're not going to go out to the outer atmosphere of the Earth. But I was just curious to see if there was in fact exosphere, and I've there's a company in Florida. This is not Florida. This is just my little studio, and um, yeah, it's just this idea that I had to incorporate uh, art to enrich your lives. And yeah, it's just going to be uh, kind of like an art lesson. Okay, well, see you in March. The Exosphere uh, video 2.